As we await President Trump's State of the Union address, we expect to hear about the White House's push to protect kids from irreversible transgender medical procedures. There is also a new bill in Congress spearheaded by Missouri Congressman Bob Onder. He joins us now, along with detransitioner Chloe Cole, the bill's namesake and Onder's guest at tonight's speech. Chloe, great to see you again. Congressman, good to see you again as well. So in recent weeks, we've had the Plastic Surgeons of America, we've had the AMA back away from this idea of transgender treatments for young people, particularly surgeries. Your bill wants to go a step further than that. What are you trying to do?
Absolutely. What the Chloe Cole Act would do is protect kids from those who would harm them with irreversible procedures like puberty blockers, wrong sex hormones, and even surgeries, by allowing those kids and their families to hold those accountable who do them harm. So it would establish strict liability for these procedures. And we know that this works. Really, I believe that the decisions by the plastic surgeons and the American Medical Association that you mentioned, I think those were a direct result of the lawsuit verdict in New York the 30th of January. So we want to make this permanent. And even though 27 states have moved to protect kids, we need to protect kids in all 50 states.
So if this bill had been in place when you were going through your issues as a teenager, questioning your gender identity, what would it have done?
I never would have gone through the medical abuse that I would have if a law like this was in place in California and federally. And I would have been protected. So many people in my generation, thousands of children, would have been protected from these mutilative surgeries, removing their sex organs, and these chemical drugs that sterilize them.
You know, I've got some statistics here. This is call for number 4 that I want to put up, because this is in 4 years between 2019 and 2023. I mean, the statistics are just staggering. 5,747 children underwent surgical mutilation, according to the Stop the Harm database. 13,994 minors underwent sex change treatments. 8,579 received hormones and puberty blockers. More than 62,000 sex change prescriptions written for children. I mean, it's just staggering, Congressman.
It is truly medicalized child abuse. And people sometimes ask, where were the parents? Well, I think many children will tell you this story, and I think Chloe would tell you this story, that many times parents were coerced. They were told that if they don't go along with transitioning their kids, their child will commit suicide. Would you rather have a live son or a dead daughter? I can think of nothing more inappropriate, nothing more unethical than that kind of coercion.
Yeah, and we hear groups across the country saying much the same thing. One of those groups is called the Community Center. It's in Idaho. This is what they told KTVB-TV. We oppose any legal barrier, talking about your bill, to providing clinically proven gender-affirming care to minors. Safe, reversible, age-appropriate care is crucial for the physical and mental health of transgender and non-binary youth. Gender-affirming care is suicide prevention. What do you say to that, Chloe?
It's the very opposite of suicide prevention. It ruins your quality of life, especially the younger that you go, and it pushes these children down a path of further confusion around their identity when they need to be loved as they are, as the way that God beautifully has created them. Affirming a child in their childish misgivings about their body and this false identity is not going to help them.
In fact, arguing at the Supreme Court, a lawyer for the ACLU said it doesn't prevent suicide.
That's right. That's right. And you know, now the United States Department of Health, along with Sweden, along with the United Kingdom, along with Finland, have all looked at the data and shown that the evidence that these procedures do more harm than good is more good than harm is almost non-existent.
Yes, Europe was the leader on this, and they were the first ones to backtrack. Great to see you again, Chloe. Thanks so much. We'll keep following the bill. Have a great time at the State of the Union tonight.
Thanks for having us.
All right.